Okay, welcome back. Here we are in Pan, in the center of Eleutheria. And we have a couple things that we want to do today. I want to finish exploring Pan, as in, they mentioned that there are 3 factions kind of vying for control, and so far I've only met one of them, this Brazen Brigade. So I want to see, what else this city has to offer. After that, I want to go to the Eagle's Empyrean, which I think is the other main city here in Eleutheria. And it's also the way you get out of Eleutheria, apparently. Winters reside. A single street cuts through the groves. Its houses an immaculate copy of London architecture. 3 of the revolutionaries governing Calendar Council have often been seen here. February, January, and ineffable December. Interesting. There's a solitary cobbled street. The street nestles amidst the ruins and trees of Pan, one end a budding and overgrown grove. Revolutionaries with secateurs wage continual war. What the heck is a secateur? Pruning shears. Huh. Okay. Rebuffing vines attempting to claim the cobbles. Oh, yeah, okay, I should have kept reading. The Georgian houses are well kept and cleaner than they ever were in London, but only one is lit up. It's the focus of the activity here. Outside it, revolutionaries trade, compare wounds, and practice tirades. Their home here offers them solace and restoration before the next battle. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's mingle with the revolutionaries. This pair of revolutionaries are engaged in vigorous debate. One calls the xenophilic youth over to break the deadlock. The other waves him away. He can't join us. He has to hear the story separately. Okay, who's the xenophilic youth? Huh. Well, maybe we can meet him here in Corncrake House. And maybe we can't. Interesting. There's nothing... What would I need to do to join your... I want to talk to this xenophilic youth. He'll act as intermediary. The revolutionaries will trade with him, and so by extension, you. But who is he? So what would I need to join your faction? 3 Eleutherian mysteries. I want to find out more about you, though. So, it's called Winters Reside. It sounds like they're the vestiges of like a London-affiliated faction here. I don't know. Well, I must become closer to the revolutionaries to do any of this stuff. Okay. Well, that's them. Didn't learn a whole lot. Let's see if we can find the 3rd faction. So they're the ones who are like currently in power, right? Or somewhat in power. One of their members is on the Security Council or whatever. Okay, and then here's the 3rd faction. Who's this? Heartcatchers. Heartcatcher Gardens. A grizzled coterie of gardeners care for this unusual orchard. The plants that grow here are heart catchers whose fruit looks and speaks like human heads. Let's go to the nurseries. A series of finely manicured indigo lawns cover this corner of Pan. Peculiar plants grow in the beds, tangled as rose bushes and budding with fruit. The fruit is lumpen. Perfectly formed facial features are growing on it. This one has a frantic staring eye. This one is growing an ear. This one keens pitiably through tiny trembling lips. Silent gardeners, whose broad-brimmed hats are hung with veils to hide their faces, tend devotedly to the plants. Speak to a green-fingered old warhorse. He must occupy a senior position, for the other gardeners nod their heads as they pass him. Beneath his overalls he wears a rat-skin suit, ragged from the plant's playful thorns. There's a deadness to his gaze. What's with heart catchers? What are these things? They're a species native to the heavens. Here in the nurseries, we help the younger specimens grow to maturity, before transferring them to the inner gardens. The Mimyricon. He indicates some colleagues who are digging up the largest plant in the garden and wrestling it onto a cart while it tries affectionately to throttle them. You note its fruit, which are now big enough to resemble the faces of bawling cherubs. Once fully grown, their fruit can reason and speak and debate, more effectively than we even. Each plant is an entire council or faculty. So they have intelligence. And not only that, but if they're allowed to grow, they have like a group intelligence. Interesting. Who are these petitioners? The heart catchers know many secrets. Among them is a method to capture a death and seal it away so that it can't trouble you. If you fear a particular end, like drowning, say, or freezing, the heart catchers could hide it away. He takes a cage of squirming mice from his pocket, fishes one out, and drops it into the thorny vines of the closest plant. The vines constrict. The mouse squeaks. The plant shivers. It's no guarantee of immortality, of course. 1,000 deaths await in the skies. Okay, so is this a gameplay mechanic, or is it just story? Like, is this a way to specifically mitigate one type of death? Huh. What's going on with you? Once I was a soldier and a commander of soldiers. I was good at it, as such things are measured. Now I keep the gardens, tend the heart catchers, and pray that I have no further effect on the world at all. That's kind of in line. If the heart catchers are designed to mitigate death, then it's kind of resisting change, right? So he's aiding in that. Another gardener passes you carrying a bucket. Kneeling by a bed full of budding heart catchers, they tip the bucket over. The contents ooze redly onto the soil. Good. Very good. What about the inner garden? A hedge encloses it, an archway permits entrance, but is protected by a mature heart catcher, whose cynical faces peer from the thicket. They excoriate intruders with insightful critique. So people are afraid to go in because they're going to get fucking bullied. How do I get in there? Only friends of the heart catchers may enter the Mimyricon, and successful petitioners, of course, but the latter are blindfolded. Perhaps if you performed a service for the heart catchers, they would warm to you. Fair enough. Fair enough. And then, okay, so if I wanted to acquire a crimson promise. The heart catchers capture deaths. Perhaps you could acquire one. Perhaps you could arrange for it to be altered. Perhaps it could become a death for someone of your choosing. Interesting. Very interesting. And I would just need some gemstones, right? And it costs experience. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. And then the Mimyricon. Can I go in? Seek entry. I don't think I can. Begone! You have not been chosen. You have not served. Okay. As you turn to leave, one of the heads whispers something, and the others snigger. When you ask what was amusing, a hawk-nosed head apologizes. Sorry, we'll just never get used to how much your heads look like fruit. I like that. It's like a reverse in perspective. To us, the fruit look like heads. To them, the heads look like fruit. Okay, so those are the three factions. Let's choose one. I don't know, man. The Brazen Brigade, Winters Reside, or the Heartcatcher Gardens. I feel like it has to be Heartcatcher Gardens because that's the most freaking weird. And I want to learn more about it. I think I'm going to choose them. So what would I need to ally myself with them. Prove your value. Eleutherian mysteries. Okay, can do. So now I'm going to the Eagle's Empyrean. And I will get some souls out of the bank too, in case I go to Caduceus, that other place. Okay. But Eagle's Empyrean first and foremost. Yeah, I remember there being kind of a big city here, and it must be Eagle's Empyrean, because it's certainly not Pan. I also need somewhere to reduce terror in this realm. Okay, so souls and some more fuel. Alright, it said the Eagle's Empyrean was east of Pan. Let's go east. The Selenium. It's like a solarium, I think, but for the moon. Cool, cool. Whatever the buildings were that used to be here, they were huge because there are pieces of them scattered everywhere. What is this? Is this a thing? Oh, very creepy music. What's this? A meeting at the crossroads. I found the crossroads. A figure waits by the signpost. In silhouette, it resembles a woman in a long skirt. Up close, you hear the clatter of chitin, wrapped in layers of veils and shawls that smell of harsh antiseptic. A measurer, the stories go. Few of them have happy endings. The figure introduces itself as Mistress Perch and offers charity of a sort. A measured charity, to be exact. There's no reading the expression behind the veil. Oh, so this is like only positive. So I could gain a mystery, a moment of inspiration, and a little more. I could gain fuel if I'm low, or supplies if I'm low on supplies, or hull if I'm low on hull. But I'd rather advance the princess's storyline. So help the princess with the measurer's demands. I left an old thing in Piranesi, says the incognito princess to you both. But if I go in the main doors of that beastly place, I can't leave. You need to change to do so, and I'll only do that on my terms. The measurer listens and makes its demands. The princess looks at you and smiles. The measurer takes the chart and holds it. I give an unlicensed chart. As if it can ascertain its merit by its mere weight. Seemingly satisfied, it produces a candle made of beeswax. Oh, St. Solanus' candle, says the princess, clapping her hands in delight. How ideal. St. Solanus, a rebellious story cast unto a well. Head to Piranesi, says the measurer. Light it. It will take you to your old self. The path will remain open as long as a tale of terror is being told. The measurer passes it to the princess, then takes her hand. When you come into power, remember me, it says. I will try, she says, but if I do that, I may remember you touched me without permission. Her smile is without malice, but not without threat. Okay. What's that? Okay. Whoops. Wrong button. Spooky. These are the ruins of Tartaron, where many roads ended. Okay. Very spooky. Very spooky indeed. Let's have about this cap. There's a something up there. Let's go find out what it is. I like somethings. What is this thing? Hey, dude. Dude, are you even trying to hit me? Idiot. Ha 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 ha. Got him. Send out crewmen with axes. Oh, 100% chance to do this now that my iron has leveled up. That's really nice. So I can get guaranteed bronze wood whenever I see a scribe spinster. Very nice indeed. Super duper creepy. I love it. What's that? Another scribe spinster. Okay. A wreck. Should we repair our hull, or should we force open the doors to the hold? I'll force open the doors to the hold. What do we find? A faintly luminescent cage. What's that mean? Vision of the heavens. Alright, I mean... Shoot at me, dude. Where are you aiming at? Also, would you get out from behind this ship? There you go. It's too easy, folks. It's just too easy. If I can hit the guy... Uh-oh. Nope. Oh, it's just too easy unless I overheat my engine and can't dodge. Oh, it's the Hour of the Wolf again. Is this the path you should have taken? You trespass upon the precincts of heaven. What price will be exacted of you? What price have you already paid? I'm going to drink and forget the secrets that gnaw. I'm developing a taste for the bottle. Oh, I love the sounds they make when they... Whoa! When they die or get hurt. Oh, there are a lot of guys here. Holy moly. Which one should I attack first? Stop it! What are you aiming at, dude? Man, these things take a lot of hits. I guess when you're hitting them with small arms. Makes sense. Okay, another bronze wood, very nice. Oh, almost overheated myself again. Very nice. Come on, come here, you. Ah, you can't hit me. Or, okay, you kind of can. What if I knock you away? Oh, get... Dude. What are you doing to yourself? Die, please. Alright, there we go. A star-seared explorer defeated. Do I gain trade goods or gain hull and terror? I guess I'll gain hull and terror. Alright. Next, what else we got? There's a something here. What's this? Interact. Dismal outcropping. A blind hermitage. A single candle burns in the cave entrance, not to offer light, but to deepen the darkness beyond. The hermit's puckered skin is a mass of fungal blooms and the purple-leafed flowers of twilight. They tend to them with a sliver of obsidian, delicately carving weeds from their flesh. I could press gang the hermit into my crew. I could trade supplies for Savage Secret. I could observe them, which gives me a mystery. Hmm. I'll do a mystery. And they gave me a lot of terror. Come on, man. Flame sauce. Alright. Where is Eagle's Empyrean? Where is it? Show me. It's really dark here. Or it was in that little patch anyway. Discontent. An engineer cries out, her voice hoarse as a professional mourner. It's gone! Oh, another star disappeared. I could give more brandy. Which I think I'll do, because I think this lowers my terror. It did a little bit. Alright. Alright, I gave them some brandy and they're slightly happier now. Getting a tiny bit low on supplies, so it would be nice to find the Eagle's Empyrean, like, at some point. Let's send out our scout again. There's something right here. What is it? What's one of these things? Can I... What is this thing? Can I interact with it? Eh? Turn my flashlight on it? What is it? I am confusion. What did I just go past? Did I go past Eagle's Empyrean? What does this sound? A scorn fluke? Didn't expect to see your kind around these parts, partner. Are you stuck there? Idiot. Now you're not stuck. Ow. Oh, you missed again. Fuckhead. Uh-oh. Good thing you missed. There we go. Okay. Killed the Scorn Fluke. Let us try to tear off a trophy to reduce terror, right? That's definitely what we want to do. 66% chance to succeed, okay. We failed. Nice, dude. So we gained terror instead. Sick. Awesome. Amazing. Dude, where's the frickin' Eagle's Empyrean? East of Pan, my ass. Ow. So where else could it be? I guess it could be like a little bit southeast. Something is scratching at the exterior hatch. An alarmed junior signaler summons you to an exterior hatch. A persistent scratching noise is coming from the other side. You look out of the nearest window but can't get a good view. There's only the velvet sky agleam with frosty stars. Hey crew, open the hatch. You tense. The signaler flings open the door and jumps back. The cold reaches in, and the hard light of the stars. And something else enters too, something small and furred and yellow-eyed. It's one of the feline eccentric's cats. Its fur bristles with frost. Its muzzle is brown with the blood of something unnameable. Ignoring you, it pads calmly toward the engine room. Has it been out for a walk? Okay, so now I can continue her story. Let's talk to her. What's going on with your cats, dude? Dissuade one of her cats from terrorizing a stoker. The man's pressed against the wall, white-faced and sweating. The cat sits in front of him, its back to you. It stares at the stoker, though from here you can't see why this terrifies him. Get it away, the stoker pleads. It's weighing my soul, judging it like I was one of the dead. He tries to raise his hands, to shield his gaze, but the life seems to have gone out of them. They flop limply back to his sides. The cat is statue still. Do I keep my distance or try to frighten it away? Clap your hands, shout at it, stamp your foot, that sort of thing. This isn't going to go well. The cat's head whips around to face you. You stumble back. Instead of eyes, 2 writhing sigils of savage fire blaze in its face. It blinks. The sigils are gone, replaced by its usual supercilious yellow gaze. It hisses at you and stalks away. The stoker thanks you and hurries away. Okay. Acquire a vision of the heavens to continue her story. I've got one of those. Let's investigate an eerie noise, I guess. And mysterious noise is coming from the engine room. The eccentric is asleep in her tangle of blankets at the foot of the engine. 3 hunched shapes cluster about her, her cats. One of them gnaws at the fingers of the eccentric's left hand. Another sits on her chest, its weight making her struggle for breath. The third chews insistently at her hair, tugging at it like yarn. The eccentric is caught in a dream. Her sleepy attempts to dislodge the cats, watery and weak. Spiders in the well, she moans. My eyes were fire. The dead groveled. One of the cats looks up. Then the others. As one, they consider you, their eyes yellow as sovereigns. Then they melt into the crannies of the engine room. So, well is kind of a special word in this universe, right? It could mean like just a regular well, but it could also mean one of those gigantic wells, sky wells. Let's try to talk to our cats first. The cats don't respond to my greetings. When you ask about their relationship to the eccentric, one of them yowls, another washes its paw, the third yawns. Okay, these aren't cats. Talk to her about her cats. Why do you tolerate them, chewing and smothering you? Her black cat, Belith, climbs up her legs with its claws and sprawls about her shoulders. Because they're mine, or I'm theirs, I'm not sure there's a difference. Look, I don't want to make a fuss. Best to just leave it alone. I think these are like personifications of like guilt or emotional baggage or something like that. She removes the bandages on her fingers to reveal the tracery of lead scars. See, it's not so bad. She tries to sound brisk. You're clearly unconvinced. She sighs. They've been with me since Piranesi, she says. If you really must know, we'll need to go there. The chaplains can explain. Piranesi lies to the east-northeast of Pan. Oh, so it's actually close to here, so maybe if I ever find Eagles Empyrean, I can find Piranesi too. Can I offer to get rid of her cast by more direct means? Her eyes are shadowed and sunken. She's tired. Try if you like, she says. I already have. It doesn't work. Okay, fair enough. Can't Gimli our way out of the situation. My terror is getting really, really high, which I'm not a huge fan of, I have to admit. Where is this place? It said east of Pan, and those directions are usually pretty precise. 2 things here. Can I enter? Ow. Where is Eleutheria? Or where is Eagles Empyrean? Do 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 do. What do you got, hermits? Is there something I can do to reduce my... No, my terror. Like, come on, man. Alright, come get to work. Yeah, that increases my terror. Of course it does. Unbelievable. Do you just die? I don't think I've ever gotten my terror to 100. Do you just die if that happens? Or does it force one of those events that raises your nightmares? Oh, there's a... Nope. Nope, nope, nope. There's a horror down there. Not looking at that right now. Okay, so then Eagles Empyrean must be... Did I just turn back too soon? Is it right past that thing that I couldn't interact with? What's that sound? Is it music or is it... These are the collywobbles where you're never alone in the dark. Oh, good. That sounds... encouraging. There's something down here too. No, it's not the Eagles Empyrean because because it always shows as a port. Other things you have to kind of discover as you go. You wake with the start. It's dark and cold as graveyards. And someone is in your cabin. They're sitting silent at the end of your bed. For years you've been haunted by a ghostly presence. Now it's paying you a visit. Terrify your visitor with horrors of your own. The phantasm was unwise to trouble your sleep. Tonight you are the visitation. Oh, I need a shit ton of tales of terror. Oh, that reduced my terror, yo! You whisper stories of dread into its cold ear. When you reach the third story, the specter begins to tremble. Halfway through the sixth, it shrinks away, and by the time the seventh is done, it is flagged back to whatever gloomy hall it calls home. The night is yours. Very nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Scribe Spinster, take that full barrage. Okay. I'm beginning to think Eagles Empyrean doesn't exist. Or am I stupid and it was like right to the east of Pan? That seems unlikely. Is there a way to get through here? Maybe? I doubt it. Maybe? Oh, maybe there is? No, there's not. Is there? No. Well, shit. See, now I guess I just go back to, what's it called from here? To Pan and restock up. It's a fairly straight shot. It sucks, but I'm running out of supplies. I do need to access the bank anyway, so wow, that was an unsuccessful trip. Okay, so we stopped back at Pan, resupplied, and I'm going out again to search for Eagles Empyrean. I think maybe it's just over here, like it didn't quite go close enough to the edge of the map. Oh. Goodbye, music. Oh, hello, creepier music. Alright, let's see what there is to see here. This was Tartaron of the Two Kings. Oh, your aim sucks, dude. You should feel bad. So, kind of seems like the main threat in this area is the threat of terror. It seems fairly hard to reduce, and a lot of things cause it. So it's something to keep in mind. Is there a way through here? Let's find out. No, there's not. Okay, well, I think going south is still quicker. Oh, wrong way! I love that, the juking mechanic, because it means if you're bad at steering like I am, you don't just always die. And the fact that you can use it in rapid succession. Pretty nice. Where is Eagles Empyrean? Do you exist? Please say yes. Dude, this is where a good scout would come in handy, because as it stands, the scouts only find one thing before they return back to you. And so, like, I could have already found or been in range of Eagles Empyrean and not known it because the scout found this thing first. I still don't know what this thing is, by the way. It's a thing. Whoa, that's a whatever they're called. What are these things called? Forget, but I'm a pro at dealing with you now. Oh, I know what they are. They're really easy to hit. Oh, I almost overloaded myself. Very nice. Curator, that's what they're called. Can't see you, but I know you're shooting at me. Die, Curator, die. Ow, 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 ow. What do we get from you? Search for treasures or take a trophy. Substantially reduced terror. Yeah, boy! And I get an uncanny specimen. There's nothing over here. Where the hell is Eagles Empyrean? Come on now. That's not it, dude. Didn't the friggin' thing say it was east of... Oh no, it lies to the west of... I went in the complete wrong direction! No! Oh my god. Alright, then we'll find fucking Caduceus. Oh my fucking god. What an absolute buffoon I am. Lordy. Oh my goodness. I still want to know what this thing is down here. This... whatever it is. Let's take a look at it again. It's like a closed building of some kind. Doesn't that look like about the right size for a ship to fit into? It's like a closed port. I wonder if it opens at some point under some circumstances. So yeah, this area definitely seems slightly more deadly than Albion. Alright, let's figure out what this... discontent. Here, have more brandy. Anything to reduce terror. Anything to reduce terror, he says, before going towards something that will increase his terror. It's alright, I can tank it. What is it? The attention of the halved. Oh, falls briefly in your vessel. Your crew wail as its eye fills your windows. Good. That's good. I like that. The halved. Oh, okay. Good. Alright, see ya. I'm never coming back here. See ya. That's not a port, it's a corpse. What? Who the fuck ass is this? The drowning coils? The corpse of what? The House of Rods and Chains! Shit! I found it! God, get in there. The carapace. Yeah. Carapace looks like a giant bug, it looks like. Vast, desolate, broken. Once this creature flew majestically through the heavens. Now it floats in silence, a monument to a judgment's wrath. Oh, look at the picture. It looks like a gigantic crab. Space crab! Cool. Let's go to the Spire of Inches, I guess. 7 obsidian spires once stretched into the sky. Only this one remains. Dim light oozes through a single window at the top, occasionally flickering as something or someone or something passes in front of the fire. Knock on the door. Ooh, I could spend a Searing Enigma to do something. That's a quite hefty price, though, should I? There's no response. Do I spend a Searing Enigma? I don't think I'm going to right now. Oh, wait, yeah, because look. Hold on. Wait, where? There was another option there. Yeah, I could present Golden Amber, which I have not experienced yet, but sounds like a trading good. Less valuable than Searing Enigmas, for sure, these. Okay, the House of Rods and Chains. The air tastes of salt and rot. Up close, the carcass of this ancient crustacean resembles a battlefield. Its carapace is pockmarked from the impacts of sky detritus, and cracked open from the impact of 6 spires. Doors of leather, rubber, chitin, scale, fur, flesh, and feather. That's 7. Lead inside. Right. So there are 7 spires, 6 of them are broken. Each of them carved and branded with a letter of the correspondence. Interesting. I don't know. Explore the shell. There might be something to find in the wreckage. Nope, looks like not. Explore the ruins. Okay. 7 obsidian spires once stretched into the sky. Only this one remains. Dim light oozes through a single window at the top. Occasionally... Oh, this is the Spire of Inches. Okay. We're coming back. We're coming back. Okay, attempt to open the chitin door, I guess. It takes every last drop of your strength, and the chitin door fights you all the way. It's as thick as armor plating, and almost as heavy. Inside, 100 rubbery men carefully ignore your arrival. Refugee Londoners you recognize, the giveaway being their hats on their tentacled faces, and the yellowing copies of the Gazette under their clammy armpits. Such earnest social camouflage never helped them fit in with society back home, but it seems old habits die hard. I don't know anything about the rubbery men. Are they people, like, normal people who got turned into rubbery people, or are they a separate race? The rubbery men have taken over this spiral-shaped atrium. They gather here to trade amber and share songs of loss and regret. Its shape gives it excellent acoustics. The songs resonate from the walls, doubling the volume and timbre of their voices. Good acoustics? Hey, Mr. Clay Conductor. This sounds like a good place for you. Let's attend the lament of the old sun. Words without language, pain without end. They sing of their lost home, and in waves of shared sorrow they remember how they came to this place. They sing and remember. Silence falls, sudden and heavy. A hunched figure shuffles through the choir, and the rubbery men fall back. This is Mr. Barleycorn, or so it's called by lesser beings. Its form is indistinct beneath layers of gauze that wrap it. If not from head to toe, then at least from top to bottom. One rubbery dares approach, extending tribute, gold and amber. The figure takes it between clawed appendages, tastes it, appears to approve. Okay. Offer passage to a rubbery man? Sure. Sure. You want to come to Pan? Alright. Visit the marketplace? Polished ivory bones carve the walls of the throat into convenient alcoves. Each has been appropriated by one or more rubbery men, squatting on Hessian mats and running stalls inspired by their time in London. They trade in amber, a naturally exuded substance of their kind, making trade more ceremonial than commercial. I can trade, okay, Illithurian mysteries for amber. I could pay for an evening's rest if I had, okay, so I get, wow. There's a whole fucking economy here. There are different kinds of amber. There's red, blue, green. I believe I saw yellow as well. And what can I do with them? I can trade for fuel. Oh, which means I can't buy fuel here? Ooh, good to know. I can lower terror with red amber. I can probably buy, what's it called? supplies with green amber, or commingle my choirs with a rubbery man. For all three. So it looks like exchanging stories is the only way to get amber. That seems like not a good trade. Or I could trade for curiosities. Um, this rubbery trader sits on a mat strewn with oddities, baubles, novelties, trifles, curios, gewgaws, beads, bagatelles, whatnots, and junk. You forgot doodads! Um, okay. If there are diamonds hiding in this particular rough, they are likely glass beads with pretensions of value. However, treasures have been found in the unlikeliest of collections. Um, I could trade for a curiosity. This will trade your amber for a random trade good. Ensure you have up to 5 spaces in your hold. That sounds like a good trade. Yeah, because it's something I can only do once in a while. Let's examine your stall. At first glance, there's little of note. Second and third glance confirms this. That's awesome. Nothing. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't want to do that right now. Descend deeper into the house? The house's arteries are the size of corridors, many of them filled with stagnant sweet water and held open with arches of bone ivory. The walls are primarily polished chitin that resembles mahogany, though years of rot and decay have left many gaps to glimpse the dried out fat and muscles behind. I could climb up to the throat, that's where I was. I could explore the drowning coils, the shapeling vats, or head deeper into the house. Let's explore the drowning coils. Your explorations lead through hardened sphincters that scrape your flesh. You squeeze through twisted doors designed to be opened by something entirely unlike a hand. The rooms down here are bowl-shaped, many half filled with water or unrecognizable fluid. Their doors are as likely to lead to ceilings or high up on the concave walls as anywhere convenient for you. Most are empty or piled high with rubbery waste. Okay. So nothing. Visit the shapeling vats. Rubbery men head into the labyrinth of corridors and return with rainbows of damp amber. You carefully traverse a thin, treacherous path lined with endless deep. Weird comma there. Endless, deep, slime-filled cavities and basins. All around, the rubberies work at refining and reshaping amber into new forms and colors. They pause only to stare unblinkingly at you until you move past. More awkward than hostile. What's the purpose of your work? The exact relationship between rubbery men and their amber remains their own business. In London, amber's all much the same. Here, they experiment, combining it with other materials to transmute it. A few flute excitedly as golden amber pours from the vats. It's the rarest and most beloved flavor. Sometimes amber emerges treacle thick and black as tar. The effort and resources that went into it is wasted. The effects of different substances will be the same for each captain. I could add soft amber to a shapeling vat? How many freaking types of amber are there, dude? And where do I get amber? There's gotta be another way. Other than trading mysteries, because mysteries are a very limited resource, it seems like. Let's head deeper into the house. The alkali-infused darkness burns your eyes. Down here, the rubbery men commingle in quivering colonies and leach from weeds that sprout from pools of viscous white ammonia. The only light comes from smoldering apocyaan. Let's see, apocyaan. Okay, it's not a word. It was invented for this game. I Google it and just sunless skies results come up. I think it's supposed to be a color. Okay. So it's presumably related to cyan, right? Apocyan. Okay, so anyway. Each pyre attended by a rubbery chorus howling an endless lament. Let's explore the vast cavern, I guess. Rotten ammonia. The air down here is slowly melting the house's innards, collapsing lost rooms and corridors into one rank, endless cavity lined with calcified abscesses. The foul liquid regularly rises to your knees. An itchy rash develops where it touches. Occasionally, your feet kick against chips of amber in the mire. There must be larger pieces here, but hunting for them is not a one-person job. Not one for a captain, at least. So I could assign crew to hunt for amber. Looks like you need 3 supplies to do that, though, and I don't think... Can I... Oh, that's buying. Oh, I can buy fuel and supply. Okay, well then, yeah, let's do it. Let's try it. House of Rods and Chains. We head back into the house. Deeper. Deeper. And assign crew to hunt for amber. The chosen crew splash out into the dark with a look that could politely be called resignation. Assuming all goes well, they'll be back from their expeditions in a week. Oh shit, so they're just there now. Huh. Okay, it's the 4th of February. So I need to come back for them in a week. Okay. Where am I going now? I think I'm going to go down here, discover whatever port is down here, head up to Penn, and then head to Eagles Empyrean, because I still can't get out of Eleutheria, and, you know, I'd like to have the option to get out of Eleutheria, right? So, okay, let's do that. Oh, hey dudes. Do I bother with you? Don't shoot me. Nah, I'm not gonna bother with you. Oh, they're fighting each other. Okay, now I gotta get into this fracas. Easy. Turn around, turn around. What are you aiming at, bro? This guy is not paying me any attention. I love it. Could you get out from behind the rock, though, please, Griever? Thank you. What do you got for me? Right. Try to gain a vision of the heavens, I guess. Failure, but... Oh, we lost a crew. Damn. I don't like that. That's not a good exchange there. Would you sit still for 2 seconds instead of squirming like a damn squirmer? Fuck you. One day I will be able to harness your power, Scornfluke. Ow. I guess I'm doing this. Didn't this also raise my terror? No, it didn't. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So that seems to be the safer option when you're dealing with those guys. Oh, I killed it. Cool. And let's see if we can reduce our terror from you. Take a trophy. 66% chance of success is pretty decent. Yes, thank you. Oh, and terror is basically gone. Very nice. Okay, I think it would... I forget which place I'm looking for here. I feel like because this was so far out, the next place would be maybe a little bit farther in. get juked, idiot. Not that hard to kill, luckily. Excavate his digestive system, dig in his throat, or decipher the sigils in its bones. Not amazing chances for these. Success, though. We get some gemstones. Very nice. Is there something else down here? I guess they usually come in pairs. Or is that a bug? No, it's not a bug, it's moving. I don't know what it is, though. Maybe it was. It just took a minute to go away. That reticle. Okay. Ah, not so creepy here. Anything to find? I'm sure there is. That's probably the next port. Yeah, so what I said before about the scout always being able to identify ports, I think that doesn't apply to Eleutheria. You're entering the Grave of Roses. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. Is that a thing? Just shine my light over it a little bit. You're near Caduceus of the Golden Dome. Cool. Caduceus of the Greystone Steps. Caduceus, where the roses grow. Okay, can I see the, like, label for it? Caduceus, there we go. And a level, very nice. The Dome of the Rose, a temple at the top of a mountain, reached by a long pilgrim road. Inside it, statues of devils bearing instruments march toward a throne. The smell of roses lingers. Okay. A temple garlanded with incarnadine flowers and wreathed with thorns sits at the apex of Caduceus. What is incarnadine? That sounds like another one of those colors. It's not, though. Okay. It's drowsy with the scent of roses, though you can see none. Poets, artists, and musicians lounge in groups on the marble floor. A woman, crowned in thorns, sits on a white throne. She drums her fingers on the arm. I guess that's her. Okay, and I think we'll pick up here next time. Seems like a good place to start next time.